I was getting a little bit concerned because I could see, I'm just really hot. I could see behind the thing that said go live, and it was just like a giant arm. Hang on, got to find the chat. Excuse the specs. Do they make me look intelligent? Don't answer that. Feeling a little warm. There I am. Okay. Right, there we are. I'm on, and I don't know if many people will join us today because there's a few live streams going on already, and you know that doesn't always bode well, does it? So just bear with me a second, making sure that nothing will be loud. I should have put some powder on first. I'm actually competing with my own video. I just put up a Whip Wednesday. So, yeah, bit silly. Hang on, what am I doing? So, yeah, I'll be with you in a sec. I've got my neck light. Oh, I've got Rebecca. Hello. Saw you come in. Don't forget the thummy. I might, just before I do anything else, because I'm feeling a little shiny, I can't find it. I can't. It's underneath it. I'll just use what's in it on it already. It'll just help take the shine away. There we go. My nose might look red because I just blew it. Right, the neck light is on. I might look a bit ghostly. Oh, hello. Got some people in. Let's see. We've got Jennifer, Rebecca, we've got Donna, and Film Set View, otherwise known as Claptrap. And Kerry, woo woo! Hi everyone. Oh, that is a bit bright, isn't it? Let me aim it down. I'll try and, I don't know if I need both. It's very bright. Let's turn it off and put it on one. There we go, that might be better. So what I'm going to be doing is sewing in some ends. There's so many. And I have to do them because, you know, I need to get this done for his birthday, which is the 26th of July. So time is of the essence now. Sadly, I don't have the luxury of lots of time. So the ones that I really don't like doing are these centre ones, because like a fool, I rarely leave enough tail in that centre ring. This one's not so bad, but I've just got to hide the tail in the centre ring. And then if this doesn't work out, I can always pick up the other whip, because that's in here where I just did a Whip Wednesday, well, a Whip Friday, a Whip Friday. And so that's still in here. So I could revert to that if it's too difficult, because you need a lot of light for this. Not as good as doing the other stuff. Hi, Terry. Oh, I went a bit high then. Welcome. Don't forget the thummies, guys. I didn't know if anybody would be with me because there's a couple of other live streams going on. I've been going in a few live streams lately. I don't always comment much, and sometimes I do. And I've noticed things changing in people's live streams lately. Especially people who are kind of heavily into the membership. You know, whereas you used to go in and have a good chat and a little giggle and everything else, I kind of feel like now it's very heavily kind of weighted towards, I'll chat to you if you're paying me. Do you get that vibe in any of them? I mean, I have in the last couple of weeks, I say. Sometimes I'm in a bit incognito, but that's how I feel. It's like, you know, the chat, the kind of comments you make appear on the screen emblazoned if you're a member, and people are, you know, referred to a lot if you're a member, but not necessarily the comments of everybody who's in the chat. Do you know what I mean? Am I barking up the wrong tree, or is this really the way some people's lives are going these days? If so, I'm not keen. I don't know about you. It's like you know, when I said about Rocksteady, that I was given the option to make Rocksteady now available for monetization for people who want to finish one, people who want to contribute by being a member. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, no, I'm not going to bug people. So if people become members of my channel, then I am eternally grateful and I really, really love it. And it's great. And thank you so much. But, you know, I don't make people do that. It's just so outrageous. Where are we? Hey, Shayna. Oh, good afternoon now, isn't it? Yes, it is. But good morning from East Texas. In and out. You're not in the corner. You're doing a ride along. Okie dokie. A couple of... You found that in a couple you checked out, Rebecca. Me too. And, you know, in some that I used to go to, I don't find that friendly. And you know what I mean? To everybody, it's like, oh, this person's a premium member. I'll talk to you. Got water today. Gary messaged me, bless him. He's at work. And he actually said, have we got any dinner today? It makes it sound like some days we have no food. It does. I felt like saying, you know, we have dinner every day. It's not like we don't eat, you know. Don't get this size for not eating. Just saying. But I know what he means. Yesterday I was going to just do chicken because we had Mike over. Basically, I was on Thursdays. It didn't happen every Thursday. But Thursdays I had Tyler for 3 hours. Well, actually, maybe even less, from 3:30 till 7. So just that way Mike could see him, because Mike and Gemma broke up. And that way Mike could see him, plus Gemma was at work, so she would pick him up from school, and I met her, took him for a little happy meal, and then Mike could see him for however many hours that was. I'm turning that one off, it's getting on my nerves. I just have to squint a lot. Good job I got glasses on. So anyway, I look uglier. I don't mean I look uglier because of them. I mean, I can see better with them, so I feel like, oh my God, do I look like that? You know. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, so it wasn't like a lot, but it was nice. Unfortunately, it's come to an end now because school's out, you know, so that was the only reason I had to do it in the first place. So and now he will be at a different school in a different town, and but hopefully we'll still see him on a Saturday. Mike will see him probably more than I, but it'll be you know. So yeah, yesterday I thought, oh well, Tyler will have his Happy Meal. I'll just do chicken for picking, you know. Gary and I both had leftovers of the night before for our lunch, and they weren't small, and it was Indian. So, you know, we had a good lunch. So I figured, well, I need a bit of chicken. That'll be fine. So Gary come through the door, and he grabbed a load of chicken pieces, and he ate those. Then Mike, even though he'd had his not Happy Meal, gigantic meal, he still decided, oh no, I'll still need dinner, you know. So the chicken that was for me, I ended up making him some chicken Alfredo. Gemma had some as well, but only a little bit. And I just ate baked potato in its skin. But you know, I figured I'd had enough earlier with my leftover Indian from the night, because you know when I said the other day, and don't know what to have for food, and everybody said have a celebration meal because I got to 12k. So I thought, well, that is a very good idea. So even though no, it should have probably been somebody bought it for me, I bought Gary an Indian, and so that's what we had. I mean, we had lots left over. So it's not like I went hungry yesterday, but where we've been running down all of the carbs, there is not an awful lot left. So yeah, yesterday saw off the last of the potato. Gary cooked a gammon like a joint, and I thought, well, we'd probably have to have that with egg because there's no potatoes. All we've got is little bits of this and little bits of that. I asked Gary to pick something up for me from the shop, and didn't take his wallet to work. So we'll have to probably go out when he gets home or something. I don't know. Can never rely on men, can you? Oh, sorry, don't have my wallet. Right, let's see. I think I just missed a call, but that's all right. Did he give me a dinner? Well, he cooked me nice dinner the other day, but he was kind of before he got paid, so I did it. I got it, but we did have it was a really nice Indian actually. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I noticed that the other day. Someone said about, oh, the schools are going back, and I thought, as are just finishing. It was a bit strange. Hi, Crochet Obsession. Just watched my Friday whip. Working on an Apache Tears pattern you've adapted from various YouTube demonstrators. Oh, okay. Hi, Samantha Stewart. Welcome. Don't forget the thumbie. And what was the question? Yeah, he did. We had the meal. I kind of got it. He will buy me one when he got paid. So it's his turn. But Gary is going to Disney. I'm not going because what happened was his daughter Charlotte was going to Disney in Paris, not the American one, and she was going with her partner and the kids, and then they split, and so I said, well, can Gary go with you? And so she had to get it switched over to Gary's name, and if I could have actually gone if I'd said, okay, like, get an extra ticket, but I have no passport. Mine expired, so it would be absolutely a massive upheaval for me to get an expensive short notice passport just for a night over in Paris. So Disneyland Paris. So I said, just take, like, Gary really wanted to see the girls in Disney. He wanted to take them one day, and I said, well, there you go, just take his place. So yeah, it's kind of, in a way, not saving up, but any spare money is getting shoved towards, because she doesn't know how much he'll need for spending. Disney, probably a lot. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. You did it. You did it. What did you do? I'm feeling like I should know. I'm feeling like I should know. But, I'm kind of a bit dense today. I don't know why. But, yeah, I've got so much going on and trying to get so much done. But, yeah, when he goes to Disney, I don't really want to be here on my own. And Gemma said yesterday, I'll come and stay with you. So I thought, well, that's nice. Because then Mike can see Tyler as well. So I don't much fancy being in this noisy house for a night all on my own. It's fine when you got other people in the house. You don't even really notice the noises the house makes, but all of a sudden when you're on your own, any little noise is, what was that? Get in there with these. I've got a whole big bag full of ones I've already done, and then I've got this little pile mounting up there. So hopefully I will get this done, and then I can start joining and get it finished for his birthday. I've got him quite a lot of little tiny kind of Minecraft presents, not like big ones, but just little bits and bobs. And a Super Mario Lush bath bomb thing that's about 3 in 1. I think there might be a little toy or something inside it. I can't remember now. But I need to kind of let him have that or it'll dry out. It's a bit too long. It'll dry out completely. So yeah, what are you all working on, by the way? And I heard somebody say they saw my whips, my little whip Friday, a whip Friday. But yeah, so I'm kind of keeping my live streams old school. Apart from when I do like work on stuff, that's not what I used to do. But you know, I kind of like the way they have a little ticker come up with someone's comment. But I don't like the way that comment tends to be someone who's paying. Just saying, not my way. Anywho, yeah. So I kind of missed the boat of seeing Granny D because I just noticed she went into a live stream and said she was on her vacation on her way. So I shall have to wait till she comes back to see one of her live streams, unless she does anything while she's away. I don't know where they're gone. Anyone know where Dee's gone? I've been missing Dee's. On the days when I've kind of, saw it come up, I've been so tired I've gone to bed early. And then on the nights when I'm up late, there isn't one. It's just like, oh well. Time zone. It's not working in my favour. And I notice as well that when the clocks go either back or forward, oh, that didn't work out. Never mind, I've got to do that bit again. When the clocks go back or forward, there are times when her live stream's a lot earlier for me than others. Sometimes it's very late for me. Well, it seems it. I don't stay up as late as I used to. I used to stay up ridiculously late of an evening. And I'd be in people's live streams at 3 a.m. and don't you ever sleep? And I went, well, yeah, but I lay in. I don't do that so much now. Let's see, am I missing anything? Braiding tassels for the triangle shawl we finished yesterday. That's nice. Working on an infinity scarf and a blanket, making with yarny leftovers. It's always good to use up your bits. What's the best invisible join for clothing? The one that I'm going to do this with. If you look, I have actually done it before on my, what was it called? Star-crossed scarf, I believe it was called, and then I did a separate join, and it's an adaptation of the mattress join from knitting. Now I've seen some people do what they call a mattress join in crochet, but not the same, and it's visible, whereas the one that I do is more or less invisible, which is why I want to use it, because I've got squares of different colours. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. So that's the one I would suggest. The tutorial I have for it is quite brightly coloured on the thumbnail. I think it's kind of got bright yellow on it, and I seem to remember there's a teal colour and a red pinky kind of square. It shows the bright colours because then you can join them and you can see that it is kind of what's the word? Invisible. Visible. That's the word. Invisible. Okay. Thought I'd break it up and do a lighter one for a change. Right, actually the pile is reducing. It's very good. I've almost done all of this colour. Thank goodness. I thought I saw something come up and then it was gone. I just didn't leave a long enough tail for these. It's a bit annoying. Wish I had. Next time I do the magic loop, I must remember leave a long tail. Don't make it hard for yourself when trying to sew in and secure the end. So yeah, and I also want to get that mile a minute that I was creating with that other kind of granny stitch. I really liked the way it was working out, but then I had so many other things that needed finishing, and this. So it's had to take a little bit of a back seat, but I am still going to do it because it's really cool. I like the fact that it does square off and flatten, which, you know, is a big bonus. Hey, Ellie making market bags for gifts. That's what I thought about my new whip, because I thought this would make an absolutely lovely stitch for a gift. Don't you look at this yarn is beautiful. I really love it. So that's on my new Whip Friday. Whip Friday. I could have called it was it a Whip Y Day, but it's a Fly Day. Fly Day. Jonathan Watts style. Right, this has gone a bit kind of like faint at the end. A little bit frayed is the word. Never mind. I hope when it comes to sewing these, I haven't made a mistake with the way that I'm burying these ends. It's a different way that I've done it this time. It might scupper me when I come to join in. Only on that edge, of course. Only on that one. But I'm hoping not. Otherwise, I will be thinking, don't be doing it that way again. So yeah, I've decided that in the future, I'm going to make a few more different blankets from Minecraft and join them all together for him. So he can have this one, and then I'll make him a pig, and then I can join it together. Just have to bring it to me, and then I can make him the man, and or the other way around. It doesn't really matter. And then gradually, one by one, once I've made them, we'll join them together, and eventually it'll be for his bed. But for now, he can have one, so that's better than nothing. Market bags are always useful. It's gorgeous. It is. It is soft. It's that. Do you remember when I did that? Give Gary a budget and let him go shopping for yarn. He got that one in the range. It's the Devanti. He bought me quite a lot of that, different colours. The pink one, I really, really love that, and I intend to make something, because there's a lot of it that he got me. Tend to make something with it, like a garment or something, when I'm smaller, not now, because there's no point in making garments that they're not going to fit me. This is my aim. So yeah, then there was a really, really pretty kind of black and grey combo, which was nice, but the colours in that one, they're just so, you know, I like them. I was thinking of using, as I've got quite a lot of Red Heart Unforgettable, and I've got some beautiful colours in that people have sent me as Happy Mail over the years, and I was thinking of getting some of that out, which obviously is the same as Boho Spirit, and you know, would look nice in that as well. But this yarn is really much thinner. I would say it's more of a UK 4-ply or a sport weight in the US. I really feel like it's quite thin. I have to use a 4mm crochet hook. If when I made my foundation chain, I used a 4.5, and it was really, when you kind of used it, you kind of felt like, oh, this crochet hook's too big. I hope the 4's going to be okay. But because that is a bulky stitch, it worked out okay. But yeah, I'm going to make that into a scarf for the winter for myself because I really like it. Pretty. Can't see what I'm doing now. Let's get. Oh, hang on. Got a neck knife. Crying out loud. There we go. Probably makes me look very ghostly. That's not too bad. Meh, not too bad. So what are you going to have for dinner then? Let's get jealous and see what everybody else is going to be having because we've got nothing. We're poor. Cupboard is bare. Well, freezers are full. I guess I, should have got something out and made pasta or something. But and I did made a really nice chicken Alfredo for Mike yesterday. We had that a couple of days back. Oh, oh no, that's all right. I've been actually invited to a bookkeeping course, and I thought I might do it actually. Can only help for hobby books to know what I'm doing when it comes to keeping records. So it doesn't cost me anything. So I figured, yeah, might as well. So because I did a recent kind of course that was sent my way, they've asked me if I want to do that one. I have to remember not to forget to do it. My Pink Bathtub, a knitting podcast. Hello from Canada. Cool. Hi, don't forget the thummies. And good morning, afternoon, everyone, says Crocheting Grammy Tammy. Hi, Tammy. You're ordering an Indian takeaway. Oh, I just had one of those. What do you have? Do you look at the menu and say, right, this time I'll have this, and this? Or do you always have the same thing? Because I always have the same thing. And I know that I like it, that's the thing. But I used to have this boyfriend a long time ago now. And where he lived, it was in Surrey. They used to have this a la carte Indian restaurant. So they had a buffet, but the buffet was a la carte. So you could either say to them you wanted normal full-size portions of something and you would get that meal, or you could just choose taster portions. So you could go through the whole menu and have what you want. And that was fine. I liked that. But when it comes to actually it being your meal, I'll need to know I like it. I don't really want to chance getting something different. So I did sample a lot of different dishes with the a la carte buffet, but I can't actually remember what most of them taste like. Some of them were okay and some were all right. But I always have a lamb korma because I'm not a spicy person. So I have a lamb korma, a pilau rice, and sagaloo, and that's me. I love that. And just recently, Gary and I have been getting some. Oh, is it tandoori chicken? Like just cubes of chicken as a starter, and then the next day, if we've got any leftovers, we tend to put that in it, and it becomes like another little dinner. Hope that's not blinding you guys. So yeah, that's my what I have. Creature of habit. Gary usually has very similar things, but he does change it up. So a little while ago, he decided that one of the places that we get it from had this dish called chicken salon, and he thought, oh, I've not had that before. So he had it, and he really liked it. So for the longest time, every time we ordered, he had salon, but he's gone off it. Doesn't have it anymore. Crazy. You're making chicken and noodles and mashed potato. Where is Divanti based? I found a store in Bristol but didn't see where the yarn is made. I bought a couple of skeins or cotton from Range, feeling good and having just spent a fortune in Hobbycraft. Jalfrezi tonight, prawn or chicken? Divanti, it's all I know, it's the Range. If you go in the Range, it's their own brand. You can't get it anywhere else, I don't believe. It's just, I think it's like they're, you know, I don't think for 1 minute they make it, but they get somebody to brand it for them, I reckon. But I will put some of it in my mystery boxes. You know, I've got 2 mystery boxes. I've streamlined my mystery boxes in my shop, and now there are just 2. There's the normal one, which will have branded yarns in, and then there is the combined high street mystery box, and that will have all of those shops that you know we can get stuff from the high street. So that will be in there, but obviously it's not like you know what colours and whether that will be in there on that particular day. There's such a wide range of possibilities with that. But no, it's not something, unfortunately, that I can say, oh, okay, I'll get that on wholesale and put it in the shop. But it is a bit of an acquired taste because it is really thin. It's all right if you like working with the thinner yarns, but I know a lot of people, especially from the other side of the pond, um, always say, "Oh no, I really just want 4 and above." Sometimes, you know, a DK is slightly thicker and thick enough, but a lot of people, they just like kind of what they're used to, I suppose. But it's all right. It's a good stitch, so it's making it quite chunky. You know, it's not too bad to work with. But I will use it all up. I've got itchy nose. Yeah, my pile is going down. Needs to, I can tell you. I should have done these as I went. I'm not going to be in this position again. Next time I do anything like this, as I finish a square, I'm sewing in its ends, so I haven't got to do this in one big kind of time-consuming, annoying session, or more than one because there's so many. But yeah, definitely lesson learned. I'm going to do them as I go. There's nothing worse. I mean, I usually work my ends in to as much as I possibly can, but this is the beginning and end, so there's no working those in. They're just there, annoyingly. You know, you can't really work them in till the end. That one's done. Getting a nice pile there. Have I missed anything? Oh, hang on. Try Danzak. It's like Indian sweet and sour. I don't really. There was a few like ones I tried when I did that a la carte, and a lot of them had a lot of sour taste. And I must admit, I always ended up kind of korma, pilau rice, and sagalo. I'm just a creature of habit when it comes to that. Do I have Oreo tea in my shop? You've seen it both. Aldi shops closest to me, but they don't have it, and I'm trying to get it desperately. No, I've never seen that one. The Jaffa cake, yes. Jaffa cake tea and biscuit tea and caramel, but not that one. I've not seen that one. I haven't really been in Aldi since the day I bought that tea and showed it. I don't go out much. You've got rheumatoid arthritis and the thinner yarn is harder for you to use. Yeah, I don't really like using it anymore. When I was young, 4-ply was my go-to yarn. 3-ply I didn't like much, and DK seemed really thick. I think it was thicker back then, you know. It's only now. So to me, it's like the thinner DK is how 4-ply used to be, and didn't really get thick. I mean, it's thicker then, you know. It seemed almost chunky. But yeah, earlier on, when I was doing the swatches and I showed the pink and blue one, that was actually classified as Aran yarn, but the thickness of it was just so thick. It was almost, to me, if I were branding that, I would put it as a chunky yarn. It's far too thick to be an Aran weight, I think. And it when it worked up, it was really, really chunky. So yeah, I don't think they always classify them properly anyway. And in Hobbycraft, they don't even try, do they? They just put it down, I think. Fashion yarn. There's a bit of a cop out. They don't even brand the or weight it. They just kind of leave you guessing, if you like, and they don't make no apology for it either. And have some lovely cakes in a 2-weight. Has anyone tried using 2 strands on those? Are you talking about Davanti? I didn't see any. I mean, I didn't buy it. It was Gary's task to go in there and buy the yarn, so I've never seen there. I'd only ever really been given a couple of skeins of variegated kind of yarn, and I was going to use it and make something with it and see how it worked up. But it's very jolly, very bright colours, and I haven't really had anything to make with it. But one of these days I will use that. It reminds me of that Poundland streamers, you know, the really bright coloured one, or the Payton's Fab DK, the way that's all kind of very jolly colours, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm not going to be on for like a long time today, because I've got to try and sort something out. But you know, heaven knows what. Times are really hard. They're not. It's just we don't have any food in. I don't really want to go out and drive, but if I do, if I go out, like if we go out in my car, then I have to get fuel, because I won't have enough to get back. Well, I suppose I've got 30 mile left, and you have to have quite, you know, you've got to have quite a bit to go out around these parts. You got confused. They had Oreo tea once. They didn't have any Jaffa cake. Oh, okay. If I don't pin my tussles to something, my Yorkies get them. Oh, bless. Oh, I don't have any trouble with Fluffy anymore. She used to chase my ball of yarn. But as I was saying to Gemma yesterday, she didn't really come in anymore. She just ignores us. Like, let's... I've not done too bad, have I? That's how many I've done since I've sat here. I mean, I did the black one when I first sat down, when I was getting ready. But this is how many I've got left. There is a chance I might have done some of them at the time, although I don't know for sure. That one's got a very long tail. Wish I'd done all of them like that. It's not like I needed to worry about the yarn. Got loads of it. But still, I was stingy. Stingy with my middle end. I'll be glad when this is done. You know, when you start a project and you're all kind of enthusiastic, and then after a while you just go, oh, I don't want to do this one anymore. That's what I'm like now. It's like, oh, I must get it finished though. But I think that's how I end up with UFOs. Because, you know, I start off with like lots of enthusiasm and wanting to do tutorials for it. And then especially if I do a tutorial for that stitch or something, then there's no kind of pressing reason to finish the tutorial, to finish the garment or whatever it is I've made. But this one, obviously, it's a present, so there is a pressing need to finish it. But yeah, sewing ends, oh, evil job. Some people love it, don't they? It's you know, I've had people in the past say to me, oh, I love doing the ends. I feel like saying, I'll bring them all round and you can you can do it for me. What? Has anyone seen Tula Maria's video of trying a TikTok hack for crocheting with a hook between her legs? I wonder if it can be used for more than the chain. No, I've not seen that. Oh, I've gone dry. Hang on a minute. This keeps happening to me lately. Okay, thank you, Donna. Thanks for coming. Got to go get a ratchet to tighten the blade up on your lawnmower from your daughter's house. Have an awesome evening, everyone, and an awesome day. Well, I hope you get your ratchet. Off to work. Oh no, in this heat. Yuck. Although, it's been a nice day here today. Whenever I've been outside, it's been really warm. Come over cloudy a couple of times, looking like it would rain. It just blew past. So it's actually been a really nice warm day. Not that I've been outside much, but I went outside when the postman arrived to collect my orders, and a bit concerned about that because he didn't bring his labels with him. I have to trust that he'll go back and put them on the right ones. But I wrote in big letters the names and said, do not get them mixed up. Because believe me, if they do, I'll be making a massive claim against them for messing up. And I will not rest until they paid in blood. Well, I might be exaggerating just a bit. But I won't be happy with them anyway. And they will have to pay. Oh, look at my hair. Whoa. It's all this looking down, I think, that does it. It's getting a bit scruffy. Just a bit. I think this might be my last one. It's getting hard to see. I think I might just finish off on a little chat, and the rest of them, well, apart from a couple, are black. And that'll be even harder. How many green ones have I got? Because I can do those this evening. I won't see the black. We don't have very good light in here. We don't have a main overhead light. We have wall lights. Actually, there's a lot more green than I thought. So that they'll keep me busy later. And the black ones I will have to do tomorrow. Let's get those off. I probably won't be able to see now. When I look at my chat, I'll probably be like, oh, I'm the same way. I say I have crochet ADD. Hi, Holly's Crochet and Life and Randomness. Welcome. Don't forget the thumbie. Wow. So yeah, that's it. I won't be doing any more today. Not of that anyway. Now that did mess my hair up. Oh, it's someone. I'm eating it now. I have a scrunchie just in case it gets too unruly and I can get rid of it. Shayna Hall. You just watched that last night? Be a good hack for teaching new crocheters. I don't think I've seen that one. I don't really do TikTok. I did actually do some videos, upload them to TikTok, but then I kind of forgot to do anymore. You know, I was supposed to keep going and, you know, making an online presence, etc. But I forgot all about it. I just forgot, you know. Silly old Mo. You got a couple of days in Athens next month. That's nice. Oh, I'm hoping hopefully the heat wave will cool down. You've already packed your wash bag and suntan lotion. Thank you. Don't forget the thummies. Well, we're apart from Gary going to Disney, we're not really doing anything. We will eventually do something, I suppose, at the end of the year. Maybe do something, even if it's just go to Cornwall or have a nice long weekend away or something. But I hadn't really planned on much this year. I would have done, but when I was going through all that actinic keratosis treatment, that was meant to be while we were away, and there was no way that I wanted to have a red, raw, manky looking nose when you're trying to sort of get on the beach or sightsee or whatever. So we kind of decided not to go. And then it took so long for me to have any kind of reaction at all to that cream that I could have gone. But to be honest with you, when it's been really sunny, I've avoided it, you know, because I was got that cream, and also I'd been using that vitamin A cream and stuff like that. It can make you more susceptible to burning. So I didn't want to go anywhere. Oops, wobble, wobble. I didn't want to go anywhere near the sun. A, because of the actinic keratosis, even if that's what it was, I don't know. And also because of I've got a really good sun cream for my face now, though. It's one that doesn't shine, and it doesn't look greasy or wet in any way. You know, when you put sun cream on and it's all kind of like your face is all shiny and sticky. It's nothing like that. It's just amazing. And I only use it for my face, and it's really high factor, so I've not got any colour whatsoever this year, and I don't intend to. I'm gonna stay anemically white. I like it that way. I when I crochet, the way I hold it, I don't have any arm movement really. I've never really had the pain. Hello Tracy, welcome. Don't forget the pony. Sierra, yeah, I don't. When people crochet like that, you get an awful lot of movement, you know that. So with me, it's just this. You know, if anything, it's just wrist, a little bit of hand and wrist. That's it. But you know, I didn't crochet that way because my mother taught me, and she was, you know, old school, and that's how I learned. You know, otherwise, if I'd learnt later on in life off of YouTube, I might have been one of these, get an arm ache. But you know, I'm glad. I'm glad I learnt the way I do. I did rather. She also taught me to knit, and we did some macrame. We used to do lots of crafts together when I was little. And my mum was quite funky, really. She used to sit me down with a whole tub of cotton reels. She'd make them all different colours, and I would sit down and play with cotton reels and buttons. A button tin. I used to love her button tin, and it wasn't until years and years later when I did a course, and they said, you know, rather than buy toys for children, it's good to just give them things like cotton reels and maybe button tins. You know, it's obviously not small children that could choke on them. And I just thought my mum was so ahead of her time, because I had all her cotton reels. Cotton reels and bobbins, I used to love getting them. I used to tangle all her cottons up, though. I just don't think she was too pleased about that. She liked me to have the empty ones, but, you know, I used to nick her ones that had cotton on. But yeah, how about that? At the time, I remember thinking, oh, my mum used to do that. Little cotton reels and stuff like that. Cheers, guys. Nice water. Told you I was cutting down on the fizzy. I do have some still. I do still drink it, but nowhere near as much. You was thinking about showing it to your friend's daughter you're trying to teach. What? How to do it with your knee? Your knee? Like between your legs? Is it good then? I mean, you know, I did an absolute beginner's course because Victoria wanted to learn, and she's in Ashford and I'm here, so I couldn't just pop round and if she got stuck. So I made the beginner's course the way that I learned, and tried to put my head in the mindset of someone who doesn't even really know yet how to hold it and make a chain, you know, because that's what you've got to try. And when you're doing something for a total beginner, it's you know, you'd forget just how awkward you felt trying to hold it, because I was what, 6 years old. I'm not going to remember that. So I tried to remember, you know, this is like a foreign instrument, this thing. You know, it might just be second nature to me now, but there was a time when it was awkward to hold, and it was awkward to hold the yarn, and it was awkward to get it to work. So I did that, and I made a playlist of it, and a right-handed one and a left-handed one. But I'm not into newfangled ideas. I guess I'm a bit set in my ways. I don't know. Maybe. I'm going to do a little tutorial though. I've got some children's knitting looms, like, you know, like the Addy ones. Well, this is for a kids one, but it's 22 pins, the same as the small Addy, and I want to get it out and use it and see if what it's like, and do a little tutorial on it. They're so cute. They're like little penguins, but yeah, they're really, really cute. Oh, I've got to go back. Hi Arlene, welcome. Don't forget the thummy. Tired mum. That sounds like me. You only started the end of March this year, and even now hooks feel like an extension of your hand. Oh, that's how you want it to feel, isn't it? An extension of you. Because once it becomes an extension of you, it becomes second nature. So I mean, I hold it like this because that's how I was taught, and I know that some people hold it like this and dig away. But to me, that I've tried doing that. I tried it because I was working on something with t-shirt yarn. It was so hard to get it in that I was, in the end, I was like trying to do it this way. That feels so alien to me. Really does. Like, it was just so foreign. I couldn't do it. It's very odd. You love my left-handed tutorials. Whee! Thank you very much. Yeah, I bought you a set of those looms for Christmas last year. I haven't opened it up yet. You mean a set of the ones like Gary bought me some, and I've got some round ones and some big ones, and you kind of just loop it over. Got them from Hobbycraft, I think. Oh, a long while ago. They're still in the packet, both of them, the round ones and the long ones. I move them from one side of the yarn van to the other, usually, and then but I have never had them at the packet and used them. I can knit, so maybe I shouldn't really have had them in the first place. I don't know. But I've got one of those Addies, you know, when they were all like, everyone had to have an Addy machine. And I bought the big one. I got so bored with cranking it. You know, that was the thing. I was going to make a hat. It got too long. So I figured this will be a scarf for Gary. Is it done yet? You know, that was the thing. And I never did finish it. And it just sits there. The box is kind of getting more and more unhinged as time goes by. Not me, the box. Although I get a bit unhinged. I don't know if that's Gary coming home or not. It might be. It feels like it probably is. Oh, hello. Oh, it is. I've been chatting on ages. So yeah, I don't know what to do with that thing. I might sell it on eBay or something. I don't know. I never use it. It just seems like a waste to be sitting there when someone else would use it. It's just, I don't so much. Anyway, I really do need to get off then, if that's Gary, because I have to work out what we're going to have with this gammon for our dinner. And we've got hardly anything in. Wish me luck. And if next time you see me, I'm a withered little skeleton, you know, there weren't anything in the house. No, not that bad, seriously. Only because we're starting low carb, not because we're poor. Thanks for watching and spending your afternoon with me. And I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to watch my whip Friday if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon. Bye.